This is project 7-1, which is the classroom plan that was continuing from chapter 6. So what we need to do is go back to chapter 6 and create the previous drawing first before we go into 7-1. So basically we start a new drawing on the program, and first we're going to set the units. So we go to units. The units are going to be in architecture, and the precision will be 1/16 of an inch. And we'll hit OK. Next, we're going to set the line type scale by typing LTS scale, and that will be 6. Then it asks for us to create the following layers. So we go to layers property at the top, and this box will appear. The default layer is always there, and what we're going to do is add more to it. So right here there's the new layer button, and I'm going to type ANO for annotation note. Alright, then the color is 7, so I click on color, type the number 7, enter. The line type is continuous. The line weight is 0.25 millimeters. And then where it say description, you'll type notes. New layer, A door. That color is 4. The line type is continuous, but the line weight is 30.30 millimeters. And for description, take notes out, and you'll type doors. New layer, A equipment. The equipment is color number 6. It's continuous, and it still keeps the same line weight, but over here in the description we're going to take doors and put equipment. Another new layer, A equipment hidden. This color will be a number 7. The line type will be hidden. So what we have to do is load the hidden line. So we go down the list and find the regular hidden, and hit OK. We choose it again and hit OK. The line type should be 0.25, and right here we'll take and add hidden equipment. Another layer, A fern. For furniture, color is 7. This is to be continuous. The thickness will be 0.50, and under description we're going to type furniture. Next layer will be A fern, CAR, for chairs. The color is still 7, continuous, 0.50 for the thickness, and right here where it say furniture, we're gonna change it to chairs. next layer, AGLAZ for Windows. This will be a 4. Continuous. The thickness will change to 30 millimeters, and then the description will be Windows. Next will be a wall. This color will be 7. Continuous. The thickness will be 0.50, and under the description, change it to walls. Alright, so that's all our layers. So we can close this out. To access our layers is at the very top under the layers panel. We have all that are listed that we just created. Now we have to draw the desk and the monitor and pretty much the mouse and all this other extra stuff. So what we're going to do is the desk will be under a fern for a furniture, and we're going to use the little polyline command. So P line. It's going to ask us for a starting point. Now for this scenario, we're going to create the desk anywhere. So I'm going to start at the I'm going to just click a point, and I'm going to move my mouse towards the right, and I'm going to type 4 feet 8 inches. And then in a downwards direction, 4 feet 3 inches. To the left, 1 foot 6 inches. Going back up, 1 foot 6 inches. And then we're gonna just take our mouse all the way to the end of this line. We're gonna track it down and click, and then back up. And you can hit enter or escape to complete the shape. So we have a complete desk. I'm gonna take my move command and move it back into the positive area for the X and Y. So next is the computer and the chairs and all that. So I'm gonna change it to equipment, and I'm not gonna draw a computer, but what I'm gonna do is hopefully on our program we have some blocks that are already pre-created with a computer on it. So on the Insert tab, we're going to go all the way down to the end where it says Content and go to Design Center. Now this varies from computer to computer, but you want to make sure that you go to some particular folders to access your blocks. So mine is already up, but normally it's going to be in a folder called Design Center, and that folder is found in a en-us folder, which is inside a sample folder, which could be found in the AutoCAD whatever version you're using folder on your C drive. So right now I'm in the landscaping block, which I want to go into the house, possibly the house designer block. Let's see what we have. So in here you can see all kinds of different options, but no computers. I'm going to switch to the home space planner and go to its blocks, and as we found a computer terminal. So I'm going to click this. This box will appear. At this time, we're just going to leave the computer as is. We're going to specify on the screen. We're not going to change the scale, and we're not going to rotate it. So we're just going to hit OK, and I'm going to minimize this box. And as you can see, my computer is already following my cursor. I'm going to use this midpoint to kind of guide me to the middle of the desk. So I'm going to use my tracking. I found the center. I'm going to click. Next is a chair. So I'm going to go back in, and you can see I have a desk chair right here. But before I bring it in, I'm going to change my layers to the chair layer and go back, click on my chair desk, click OK, and I have my chair here, but notice the chair is the opposite direction. So what I'm going to do is click the rotate button and type 180 degrees to spin the chair around. And now I'm going to place it at the desk. Now there is a drawing of a CPU underneath the desk. So for that, I'm going to just simply draw a rectangle to create that. So under layers, I'm going to change it to equipment hidden, and I'm going to draw a simple rotate. I'm going to draw a rectangle right beside the computer. And again, I'm just using my own judgment to represent the CPU under the desk. Now we have completed the project 6.1. It asks for us to save our drawing as P6-1. So next we construct the actual classroom in project 7.1. But before we do that, I'm going to take the desk and the computer and everything, and I'm going to move it out of the way. Close out the box. Alright, so for the classroom, it's pretty much a large rectangle. So I'm going to change my layers to wall, and I'm going to go with the line command starting at 0, 0. I'm going to go a distance of 43 feet to the right. In an upwards direction, I'm going to go 31 feet 8 inches. You need to make sure your line is straight. Alright, so what I need to do is hit enter. Something I forgot to do was to establish the limits. So let's type the word limits. Hit enter for the default. This classroom is 31 by 43. So I'm going to go with the limits of 50 feet by 50 feet. And so at this time, I should be able to see my picture a lot better as I draw. I'm going to continue my line command where I left off. Again, go distance of 43 feet, and then all the way back to the end. So that creates the outside of the classroom. According to the directions, it says that the wall thickness is 4 inches thick, except for the side that the heater is on. So I'm going to do an offset of 4 inches, and I'm going to select the top line, the side, and then the bottom line. Hit enter twice, and then do 8 inches. Click the right line and click over. At this time, I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to do some trimming. So I'm going to type the word trim, hit enter second time, and I'm going to go in and get rid of the lines that I don't need. So again, I'm just going through each corner. Next is the doors. The first door here is 2 feet 4 inches from the center. So what I'm going to do is draw a line in a downwards direction, 2 feet 4 inches. And I'm going to just kind of put it there. I'm going to delete the line I just created. And I'm going to switch it to my door layer and do an offset of 1 foot 6 inches. The door is 3 feet wide, and half of 3 feet is 1 foot 6 inches. So I'm going to click this line and click in an upward direction and the same down below and press enter. So at this time I can delete the center mark, use my trim, and get rid of the part in the middle and then these two lines. There's another door on this bottom line. So from the corner, I'm going to draw a line that goes the distance of 19 feet. And I'm going to go in the upwards direction. I'm going to just click at any location. Again, use the same technique and go to offset. Press enter. Because of the same distance of 1 foot 6 inches, I'm going to click the line, click to the right, I'm going to click to the left, and again I'm going to delete my line that I just created in the middle, use my trim to delete everything in the middle. Now most architecture plans, you will have the door swing. So what I'm going to do is take a line, and with my polar tracking on, I'm going to set it to 45 degrees so that it picks up, and I'm going to extend it out and go 3 feet the size of the door and press enter. I'm going to do the same for the front. 45, 3 feet, and I press enter to end the command to represent the door swing. Now next will be a slight arc that would help with the door swing as well. So what I'm going to use is a circle command. Click this particular point and go all the way to that particular point. So from that corner to that corner to make the circle. I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. From here to here. Use the trim and get rid of our excess parts of the circle that we don't need. And we keep that part. So again, here, this back side, that part, escape to complete that. The next thing, in the directions it says that the heater that's on this right side is a foot wide. So again, we go back to offset. I'm gonna change this back to equipment. We're gonna go to offset, type 1 foot. I'm gonna click this line and click to the left to create the heater there. At this time we have pretty much created the shape of the house, of the classroom, and it's time to prepare the classroom. Now everybody's classroom is going to be different, unless you use the same coordinates I use. But what I want to do is take my desk and do a move, and I'm going to move it to a random location on the side. I'm going to just choose here. Okay. So the purpose of this particular project is to use the move, the copy, and the mirror commands to configure the desk. And our first move is to mirror this desk over to this side. So we select everything, we go to mirror. Our mirror line will be this location and this location. I'll press enter, and that creates that. Then we're gonna do another mirror. So I go back to mirror. I want to select pretty much this half, press enter, and use this as my mirror line again, and press enter. So that helped form that part of the shape. Our next thing is to duplicate this 3 times going up. This can happen by selecting all 3. And again, if you select other things in the process, hold shift to deselect it. And you're going to go to copy. I'm going to choose this location as my base point, and I'm going to move my mouse in an upwards direction. To make sure that it's 3 feet apart from each desk, you have to incorporate the distance of the space plus the distance of the actual desk. And according to the original measurements of designing the desk is 4 feet 3 inches in height or in depth as we look at it. So we'll add 3 feet to that, so that becomes 7 feet 3 inches, and press enter. Alright, so now to get our final row, again we can add another 7 feet 3 inches to what we already have to make it 14 feet 6 inches. And so basically we have all 3 rows, and we'll press enter. For the opposite side, to kind of help get that prepared, we're going to copy these two desks that we already have. So again, we're going to select all parts of this desk, these two desks. Actually, to really speed the process, we could really select the other sets of desks that we've created as well. So we'll select them all. And again, if you select something by accident, hold shift and click it again, and that will deselect it. So with all of them selected, we're going to use the copy command, and I'm going to use this corner as my base point, and I'm going to track it all the way over to the opposite side. Then next, I'm going to use the same copy and click this corner to make another stamp of computers. And then lastly, press enter. At this time, we're going to use the text command. So I'm going to go to multi-line text, and I'm going to create a text box to the side. I'm going to go to the home tab. Go back to text editor, and I'm going to type the word heater in all caps. The height of the text, we're going to make it 8 inches. The justification will be middle center, and we'll close it out. We're going to click the word heater, and we're going to make sure we put it on and on note. And then we're going to place the heater in the center, and we're going to also rotate it. So we go to rotate, and what we want to do is try to click between the A and the T and go in an upwards direction to put the heater text where it belongs. In some cases, you could use the grip and again find that midpoint to make sure that it's actually centered on the wall. The last thing is your dimensions, and so we're going to go to annotate. I want to go to the actual dimension panel. We're going to go to the dimension style button, and we're going to modify some things to make it architectural related. So on the primary units, you're going to change this to architecture. The precision will be 0, 0. When it comes to the text height, we're going to make sure that text height is 6 inches. Where it says symbols and arrows, we're going to make sure we choose architectural tick for both. Arrow size, again, will be 6 inches. And then under lines, we're going to make sure that the offset from the origin is 3 inches. And that it extends beyond the dimension line 3 inches. And press OK. Set current, close, and now we go to our dimension linear style. The first one will begin from this corner to the midpoint of the door. So what I want to use is my tracking and find the 2 feet 4 inches. So there it is. I want to click and bring it in the outward direction. Then next, I'm going to do another dimension linear, going from this corner all the way to the end. And again, it's important that you make sure you pass the 2 feet 4 inches. And again, just click. Do another dimension linear, coming from the edge to the center of the door. So again, I'm going to track until I find the 19 feet. So when I find it there, click. I'm going to bring it out past the door. And then next, again, another dimension linear, coming off the edge to the end of the wall. Lastly, I'm going to do one more single dimension here to here. And before I click, I'm going to type the letter M, press enter, and I'm going to put on the other side of this text TYP. And I'm going to close the editor, and now I'm going to select. At this time, we have completed your drawing. Save your work.